Hey, what's up? It's Valar. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe. But anyway, today we got the list of champions that are either going to get buffed or nerfed. I think it's 37 actually. So 37 champions that are getting the Polarium Royal treatment. Whether that means anything good or not, who the heck knows? Because these could be the most minor changes in the world. It's supposed to be big, but don't get your hopes up. I mean, I've been playing this game for a year and a half now. It's a good game, or I still wouldn't be playing it. I'm just being straightforward. The game needs more content, needs improvement. Hopefully, this is something to be excited about. I'm going to reserve judgment because I don't really know. Their track record of doing buffs is pretty bad, actually. Yes, they've made Dracomorph God tier and Mashaled God tier and all that stuff. But they've buffed some of these champions before, like Astrolith, all that. So legendaries is Drexthar, Rotos, Siphi, Tormund, Duchess, Koronhar, Blind Seer, Warlord, Kruchaxa, Gurgo, Hackhorn, Dracomorph, Gerptuk, Abyss, Bellinor, Astrolith, Norog, Bistafist, Candifron, Elder Skarg. That's a big list, actually. That is actually a pretty big list. So some of that could be interesting. And then there's a whole slew of epics. I'll just name a couple, like Alika, Canonis, Hope, Rowan, Snorting Thug, Sawai, Jotun, Bushi, Azur. So some of these are going to be like obvious buffs and obvious nerfs. One of them we know for sure is obvious buff. And this is all complete speculation on my part. I know we're all speculating about this. I'm the small guy. I got a big, large family. Not a large family, but a family that takes up most of my day. Plus, I'm working full time again and everything too. So I can't record till night most of the time. And I'm Eastern U.S. time zone. So I'm always one of the last guys out with a video, but I don't really care. I'm doing this for fun, and that's basically it, right? So anyway, Drexthar Blood Twin, and believe it or not, I'm trying to get a second one. Just why not? It's basically free if you play the 3v3 arena. And if you have enough gold bars you get, what the heck? I'll get a second one of him too. But I do like Drexthar. Drexthar is good for a negative affinity tank. He's good at Nightmare Clan boss. He gets overshadowed on Ultra Nightmare Clan boss, but maybe get rid of the attack here. Like, I'm just saying a couple things of what I think they would change. This definitely has to be 100% AoE provoke for everyone. I mean, booked, it's on a 4-turn cooldown, right? So I believe Molly Tankard does it on a 3-turn cooldown. I'm not 100% sure, but she provokes everybody. He should be able to provoke everybody as well. And then 55% chance to place burn when hit, which you can book up to, 70% chance? Actually 75. Maybe make that 100% chance or something. That he's just placing burns no matter what if he gets hit. And that's it. He's good, but he's not God tier. I actually love the way the guy looks. Like, he's pretty cool. Actually, this is one of the most cool looking champions. He's pure fire with this armor here. Anyway, so that's it. Rotos. Okay, I have 2 Rotoses because I've wailed out and got 2 Rotoses, right? So I would be disappointed in the nerfs, but as long as there's some balance and some of these crap champions are brought up, maybe it won't be that bad, or if they don't just nerf them in the ground. If they nerf them in the ground and they don't return your books, I'm going to be pissed off. Because it's standard practice, I feel like, in all these type of games. If they dramatically change one of your champions, or they even change the skills, they return all the materials to you. Like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. If they nerf the champion, they'd return, like Zetas, they're called in that game, that you invested in them. And those things took a while to grind up, right? So in this, they should return all your legendary books. If you want to reinvest them in whatever you got, go ahead, reinvest them in Rotos. If you don't want to reinvest them, maybe you could use them in one of the other ones they're bringing up instead. But I got a feeling it's Polarium. That's just not going to happen. But I am an advocate for that. I think it's wrong if they don't do that, and don't expect them to do it. But hopefully they will. So anyway, that doesn't need to change. Maybe this needs to change, a little bit, but not really. I don't know. This is probably what they're going to change, like the defense ignoring. Maybe it won't ignore some of these, block damage or unkillable. That's maybe one thing, or it won't grant an extra turn. I still think they should keep the block revive, in my opinion. There's only a single target, and you have Foley who does AoE block revive. So there is actually other champions that block revive. He's got the small chance, but what's his name? Mordu Macab. I don't know. But obviously Rotos getting nerfed. Siphi's getting nerfed, most likely, right? She's in here too, right? Isn't she? So Siphi, I think, actually does need a nerf. Like, let's just look at Arena. And I don't even know right now. I have this is the first I've looked at like top tier platinum arena today. I'm going to the completely wrong thing, but let's look. And the one thing that was super cool about this game when I first played it was everybody was using different arena teams. Now that was a long time ago. Gorgorab was my speed lead for the longest time, and he was great. He's like the mini arbiter, right? But let's see. No players in top tier arena. Okay, there's a Siphi, there's a Rotos, right? How many Siphis and Rotos and Duchesses do we have in here? We got tons of them, right? We got Siphi all over the place, basically. So, I mean, everybody is using Siphi. Obviously, if I had a red user too, but it seems like it does sort of seem like to get to these levels of platinum, you do need to be very competitive and focused on gear and stuff too. But you got to have pulled the right champions too. If you don't have a Siphi, you don't have all this stuff, you're kind of left behind in a way. So you need the luck plus you need the skill, and you can't do it without either one of those things. So anyway, I guess I'm not that upset if they nerf Siphi. Granted, I don't have her, so maybe that's why I'm saying that too. Maybe it is, right? I shouldn't even say that actually. So anyway, that might be why I'm not that upset if they did nerf Siphi. Maybe change her up a little bit because she just does something. Like this is on a 3-turn cooldown. Maybe make it a 4-turn cooldown or something. She's pretty OP if you ask me. Actually, like Siphi's insane to deal with actually. And then they've got all kind of other stuff. I said Duchess is on the list. We'll just go over a few of them. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, and this is complete speculation too. But let's actually look at one of the epics for fun because this guy's been buffed a bunch of times. Let's speculate what's going to happen with him. 2 of them actually. Let's look at Missionary because I don't even know what Missionary does. Nobody knows what Missionary does. I heard that in Stu's video too. Anyway, so he places a stun on his A1 on a 1-hitter. That's actually pretty low chance. It's only a 30%, 35% chance when booked up. Pretty underwhelming A1 based on attack. 40% chance provoke debuff for 1 turn. 100% chance provoke debuff for 1 turn if the champion's current HP is higher than this current HP of this champion. He actually has pretty decent HP for an attack-based champion. I don't know. That's okay. Attacks when enemy 75% chance of heal reduction. Also 75% chance of decreased speed. Maybe change it where he's not attacking HP. I hate those abilities. Attack. And how many... This is on a 3-turn cooldown. Maybe make this a AoE. Yeah, I would say maybe the AoE decrease speed for him. Then there might be a little more new use for him. He's still going to be kind of niche, actually, even with that, though. Ally HP in dungeons by 33%. Oh, he's an HP-based champion. Okay, so he's HP-based, and 1, 2, 3 of his abilities are primarily scaling off of attack. So this is actually something like what Lord Champford, hopefully, he gets that treatment here, where his abilities will scale off at HP, which would be kind of interesting. So I want to look at some of the stuff that nobody's really looking at, just for fun. Bushi. I don't think I've ever used a Bushi. I've besides fusion and sticking them in the vault. Attacks 1 enemy, damage inflicted increases each time this skill is used. Stacks up to 4 times. That's kind of lame because he's got to survive, and then it's a stack on a single target too. I don't know. That's pretty underwhelming. I mean, I don't think you're going to get much value out of that at all because he's got to be doing. He's not going to get enough hits off. You're not going to stack 4 times the hits on this. Attacks 1 enemy and this attack always crits. Wow, that's pretty lame too, actually. Revives with 30% HP, places unkillable buff on his champion for 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown. I mean, that's okay, but these 2 abilities are just terrible. Rework the guy completely. I don't even know. Give him something different there. Maybe increase speed in the arena by 20%. That's kind of underwhelming now too. Maybe change that to an all speed aura or something. Keep it 20%, but everywhere. That would actually make him useful in other places too. But change these 2 completely because they are completely underwhelming. Even if he hits hard on this, I mean, what's the point? It's just a 1-hitter. And the only thing you do is single target with him. So I don't know. Give him some extra debuffs. What I feel like, maybe give him a chance for like a single target decreased defense or something. That would be it really. And then we'll stick here because actually there's a bunch of 2 more Sacred Order ones. So look at Hope, and Hope, I believe, she has block buffs on her A1. She increases duration of all buffs, so she does buff extension. That's kind of cool, but it's a 4-turn cooldown. AoE 50% chance of removing buffs. You book up to 75% chance on a 5-turn cooldown. That's pretty high. Maybe make that 100% chance, even if it's a 5-turn cooldown. Faction Crypts. I guess that would be it, really. I mean, the other stuff's not the worst in the world. Just make this 100% chance. And then Canoness. I don't even know which one she is. I think this is her. Yep, okay. And then let's see what she does. Increase attack on a random ally for 2 turns. That's lame. I hate this stuff because it doesn't. You don't get any real value out of it. Maybe make it increase attack on the whole team. If you know, I know that that's not going to be so overpowering or anything. Yeah, give it increased attack on the whole team. Attacks one enemy 80% chance of decrease accuracy debuff. Attacks always critical on a 3-turn cooldown. Maybe make that an AoE. Decreased accuracy is not really like. I mean, it could be good, but it's not used that much. And then ally protect and increased defense. Also continuous heal on a 2-turn cooldown. That's actually not bad. But it's single target. So maybe make her a little bit more on the target. Okay. Maybe do something with changing this up to sort of give her more of a JREG-like ability where it's everyone it does it for. Because that would be pretty good, actually. I would be pretty interested in that if they did that. Speed and faction crypt. So maybe change that. That might be... I'm thinking that might be what they're thinking. So anyway. And then we'll look at one more. You guys have seen the whole list and everything by now, too. I'm just kind of speculating a whole bunch of crap. And I wanted to show a couple epics that nobody really cares about. That, you know, maybe they get a little bit of love. I'm hoping there's some stuff like that where some of this stuff that's absolute garbage, terrible garbage that none of us use, I kind of like and want to use some underutilized stuff just to be different and have fun. That's really it. Honestly, that's it. That's the main reason for it. My motivation is to actually try some new things. And then I did pull this girl, Abyss, and she's actually decent and hits very, very hard. But it's not that. This one's an easy fix. AoE, 100% chance. I mean, you got rares doing it that better than this. So plain and simple, 100% chance. And then AoE, damage inflicted proportionally to this champion's attack or whatever. There's so many ores in this damn ability. When there's too many ores, it's just like high RNG. I don't really like this type of stuff. Maybe give it a little more focus and actually like make it a little more simple. Like even if it's silly, like her attack is higher than the other champion's attack, so you want to scale her up with tons of attack. Keep it that simple, basically. Which I mean, I guess that is sort of what it's saying, but make it a little bit simpler, right? And then I don't think there's anything else I really want to go like nutty with. I wanted to just show a couple things, and that's basically it. Oh, one other guy, and this is a guy I have actually too. This guy I've said for the longest time needs to be buffed. This guy's like one of the coolest looking champions in the game, if you ask me. Right? He's so cool looking, even though I don't know how he can see because he doesn't have any eyes. Maybe he's seeing by some magical shaman-like power or something. But I mean, he's frozen looking. He just looks like sick. Like he really does look cool. This is cool, right? This is actually a good ability, so that one don't change. This one needs to be on a 4-turn cooldown. I know people have told me that'd be too high and everything. I don't think so. It needs to be on a lower cooldown. This also needs to be on a lower cooldown. I mean, seriously, like just lower his cooldowns. Maybe give him something extra there too. Like he does freezes. Maybe not. Maybe freezing is good. But I would love it if he actually came up in the ranks more. And then the other one that I'll end it with is, and I pulled him too, and I've tried to make the guy work actually, and the only place I even use him at all is the Force Keep, and that's pretty underwhelming actually too. And he's okay in Faction Wars, but is Bistafis. And hopefully Bistafis goes from crap, goes from 0 to hero. That's actually what I'm hoping, right? So block cooldowns is okay. AoE block cooldowns, but it inflicts a crit under people with block cooldowns and it heals by 20% of the damage inflicted. Maybe give him an AoE block cooldown and change his A1 a little bit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that might be it, actually. That AoE block cooldown, although he does have a chance to place, but this is random. So he's a 4-hitter at random block cooldown. So I think give him AoE block cooldown skills would actually make him a lot better. So anyway, I'm getting a little long-winded. You've seen a lot of videos about this today. I just wanted to share my opinion. I'm kind of all over the place with this, but what the heck, I wanted to do one too. And like I said, show a couple different things. So please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking it out. I'll be back soon with another video. Cheers.